Hi, I'm Jim Gordon.
And I'm Lita Leapins.
And welcome to the first TV edition of Our City Tonight.
Well, we've been enjoying an online segment, which we will continue to do, and you can find that at metrolivingzine.com. But we are really excited to be introducing our TV segment.
That's right. Coming up, we're going to check out what a lot of Canadians suffer from, and that is insomnia.
And we're also going to be covering a very hot topic in Vancouver, our real estate segment.
But of course, it's not going to be all serious. We'll check out some of the great parties and festivities that are happening around this great city.
Great. So we will see you on Our City Tonight.
We now find ourselves in the ever-expanding Olympic Village area at the very cool Steel Toed Brewing Company. It's time for another edition of Spirits Up with our focus on wine, brought to you by the very cool folks at Evolved Cellars.
That's right, Jim, and we're here with Krista Lee McWaters Bond. That name is synonymous with wine in the Okanagan for sure, and your family's been a part of the wine industry for a long time. What do you have for us today to try?
So this is one of our new projects. This is Evolved Cellars, so our newest winery in Summerland. So we have our Sauvignon Blanc here, our 2014 Sauvignon Blanc, which also happens to be carried here at the Steel Toed Brewing. So you can come to a brewery and drink wine because it takes a lot of beer to make a good wine, right?
Can I ask you something? We're in late autumn here. The weather's cooling off. A lot of people kind of turn away from the whites and Sauv Blancs, but you can drink these all year.
Oh, absolutely. You know, you can drink wine, any kind of wine year round. Okay, but especially as you get into the holiday season, something like Sauvignon Blanc is fantastic with like a turkey dinner, and we've got Thanksgiving and Christmas and all these celebratory dinners coming up. This wine is so great. It's dry, it's crisp, but it's got some great fruit forwardness to it, so it works really well. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, we will be drinking that well into the fall.
Exactly,
this bottle's going after we finish filming shooting.
We've just released this, so you are some of the first people to taste these two new sparkling wines.
Can we just dig in quickly?
Absolutely. Cheers.
This is brand new. Excellent.
Oh, I can't even tell how many flavors are happening on my tongue.
This is our cuvee. This is our effervescence from Evolved Cellars. It's a blend of Pinot Blanc and Chardonnay, and there's 3 different ways that sparkling wine can be made. So there's the traditional method classique, which is bottle fermented, so secondary fermentation occurs in the bottle. Then there's the Charmat method, which is what we use here for the effervescence. And what that is a secondary fermentation occurs in pressurized tanks, actually. So we add the yeast, we get it going, get it inoculated. So it's got some of those bread dough characteristics, but not quite as biscuity as a traditional method would be. So it's got sort of more of an effervescence, a lot more fruit to it. I get a little sort of apple, pear, fruit salad to it that's kind of a little bit lifted and lighter, and I agree, there's very few days that go by that I don't drink sparkling wine. So.
Well, it tastes like we...
Right show, I'll say that much.
Well, it tastes like we just walked through the Okanagan and had all the fruits in a wonderful sparkling glass. So thank you. This is delightful.
Oh, yeah. Well, you've got 2 fans now with this, actually.
This is incredible.
And this is, again?
This is our effervescence.
Effervescent. Lovely. Well, cheers. Well done. And this is out now.
It's just available now, so it should be in your stores ready for the holiday season.
Oh,
nice.
Perfect.
My holiday season is about 4 months long. So
well, you know what?
Hers is 6.
But that's actually the thing. People say it's for holidays and celebrations.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? Opening a bottle makes it a celebration, right?
Well put. You and I got a little arrange that and do it ourselves. Anyway, cheers. This is fantastic.
Cheers. A delicious new wine.
Thank you. So this is our pink effervescence. So this is a blend of Pinot Blanc and Merlot, and this, personally, I just absolutely love. It's got this great strawberry, watermelon characteristic to it. It's just, oh yeah, beautiful.
Very nice. And as we said, this is just out now.
Just out now.
Wow.
So.
Okay, let's taste first. Cheers.
Cheers again. Cheers again.
Wine is fantastic. Wow.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's interesting.
The only thing I have to say is this should have come out before summer.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
This segment of Spirits Up is brought to you by Encore Vineyards, featuring Evolved Cellars wines.
We don't do enough of this stuff in the city. You and I have said that many times before, right? But this is just a great afternoon. So Lita and I are going to go check out some of this great afternoon.
So
this is our 3rd annual Pacific Polo Cup, and all monies go to Southlands Riding Club. So Southland Riding Club is a non-profit society. They do a lot of good work with various charities themselves. And so this is why we put on this fun event, and people get a chance to see what polo is all about and also dress up while doing so.
Well, a lot of people don't realize this, but in between polo matches, we do something called the divot stomp.
Well, you got to be very careful, though, what you stomp on, because sometimes it's not divots.
Yes, exactly. Just you're looking down, but enjoying the song, but you're looking down again.
Each year the event gets a little bigger, a little better, a little more turnout, and so yeah, it's just beautiful weather and good polo.
I am just thrilled to be here today because the sun came out and everyone is having such an amazing time everywhere, all around, and it's my first time here.
And living in New York for years, does this live up to the Hamptons?
Oh, this is maybe a little better.
Well said. Wow. I tell you, I don't go to many polo matches, but this has been a great time so far.
It's beautiful, and the weather has been incredible.
Yes, absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, I'm here on the Joe Forte's patio, this iconic restaurant, of course, one of Vancouver's mainstays. But don't go anywhere. We'll have more of Our City Tonight after this.
Well, I'm back here at Terminal City Club, lounging around, and it's time for our health and wellness segment.
This health and wellness segment is brought to you by Viva Nutraceuticals, your health solutions for wellness. Dr. Raj Jita has been practicing naturopathic medicine and preventive health care for over 30 years. He is a lecturer. He is a TV personality who has appeared as an expert to talk about medicine and all the elements there over the many years. He is also an author of the book, The Doctor of the Future is Here. Dr. Raj Jita joins me today here at Quilchena Golf and Country Club for our latest health and wellness segment. Dr. Raj Jita, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Jim. Nice to be here.
Great to have you. And how ironic that we're outside on a beautiful autumn afternoon, health, fresh air, all that wonderful stuff, and yet we're here to talk about something that afflicts a lot of Canadians, and that is sleep disorder.
That's right.
Can you talk to me, for our viewers out there that may be suffering and don't realize they actually have insomnia or sleep disorder?
Sure.
First of all, tell our viewers exactly what is sleep disorder or insomnia.
Well, sleep disorder for our viewers is clearly not getting adequate amount of the proper type of sleep at night. So that's what we would call rapid eye movement sleep, or a deeper sleep, a dream phase. So it's not a sleep where you just feel that, you know, I'm out and I'm unconscious, you know, and that's considered sleep. There's different levels of sleep. So good quality sleep involves a good amount of dream phase sleep. And a lot of people in North America are just not getting that. Up to 40% of the population are suffering from insomnia. That's been clinically, you know, relevant, and that's in cases where people have actually done some assessment to see what their insomnia is. But I see routinely in my clinic patients that have signs and symptoms of insomnia, but never really realized and connected the two together.
And do they wait until things get as bad as, doctor, I've been awake 4 straight nights? I mean, do they wait till things get to that level, that extreme, before they come and see you?
Yeah, usually that's the case, is because that's how we often are prejudged into thinking what insomnia is. You know, doc, I've been up all night and I can't sleep. And usually at that point in time that things are running so ragged that a lot of these patients have, you know, usually just one option. They've been to the medical doctor and the option is a sleeping pill. And the sleeping pill can, you know, knock you out, but, you know, with sleeping pills come side effects. Difficulty with focus, clarity, feeling a sense of fogginess, taste in the mouth, sensations, and the dreaded dependency. A lot of sleep medications can become dependency oriented, and those are the type of things we want to avoid. So in my practice as a naturopathic physician, one of the things I encourage patients to do is we try and create a connection to understanding how well they're sleeping and give them options. We have nutraceuticals, we have herbal supplements, naturally combined nutrients that can aid in that sleeping process and maybe attack the problem early and understand that this is a sleep issue that you're having. And if we started early with conservative, natural, like herbal supplements, that you can often rectify the problem before you get to a point where you're up all night and you know, on dependency-oriented medications.
I like that talk because I do suffer from occasional bouts with no sleep, and I'm always the one that will go that way as opposed to sleeping pills, things that you can become very dependent on very quickly. And I'm sure you've seen a lot of that as well.
That's right.
Can you talk to us then about the way back? I mean, I know you talk about this on your website and in your book, and that is, I mean, this is a long procedure. Once you've recognized the problem, is it a long procedure to return, or does it depend on where you are?
Well, again, that depends on the person. For example, we ask questions as to what causes insomnia. So there are various different factors. Obviously, there's an organic fundamental cause where there might be a family history where of people that are insomniacs, so mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters. Then there's situational insomnia, you know, lifestyle, job choices, careers, personal health issues, finance issues, things like that that create a specific transition and a specific trauma in the body that triggers insomnia. And then for those cases, you know, certain medications are often prescribed, and it's in those cases where lifestyle and getting to the underlying cause of what the insomnia is being triggered by is helpful, along with using, in many cases, as I said, you know, more conservative means, supplements and nutritionals to be able to ease that process along with the lifestyle changes.
Well, I think this has been very timely because I talk to more and more people that are suffering from this, feeling more stressed and not sleeping right, and I think sleep is something that people really just don't give the right attention to and think I can get away with 3 or 4 hours sleep. Dr. Rajjita, always a pleasure to talk to you. His latest book is The Doctor, the Future is Here. You can go to his website, of course, for more information. I thank you very much for joining us here at Quilcene on a beautiful day here in autumn. Cheers. This health and wellness segment is brought to you by Viva Nutraceuticals, your health solutions for wellness.
I'm so excited to be here with the founder of Shine, Dean Fellner.
Hey!
Oh my God, this has just come together with all of your amazing team. Tell us a little bit about Shine for our audience.
Well, Shine is a community-based fundraiser, and together we shine. Without the community, there would be no fundraiser. Tonight, we're looking forward to over 200 models on the stage, 60 dancers. We've got over 200 hairdressers, 80 makeup artists. We've got dressers backstage, a cast and crew of over 500 people. We're going to raise money and awareness for mental health and addiction. And it's really important tonight because this show is about allowing people to express themselves on their own terms and to be allowing people to be unique. So tonight's not only a celebration of mental health and addiction, it's a celebration about being yourself.
Tonight we have one of the greatest fashion shows of the year. Designers from all through the city, as well as hairstylists, are all here giving their time for a very, very well-deserved cause, the Canadian Mental Health Association. They've donated their time and their efforts and their clothes for this amazing show.
So brilliant that you're here to support Dean. I know.
Oh gosh, yes. He does the most fabulous show. He always does over the top, and you can go over the top. Anything goes.
All right. Well, you can see the Shine show here at the Commodore is a huge success. Great crowd. Everybody getting into the spirit of things. Absolutely a lot of fun.
See you, Shine. Bye.
Let's go back to you, Jim.
Thanks, Lita. Looked like you had a great time at the Shine Party, and thanks to everyone that helped us set that up. Well, I'm back here at the iconic Joe Forte's patio. As the patio season winds down, we're going to move inside in just a few seconds. But don't go anywhere. We'll have more of Our City Tonight after this. When it comes to daytime drama, no show can compete with this show, The Young and the Restless. It has been #1 for decades. Now, every year, some of the stars in the show come up to Vancouver. It's a chance for the viewers to meet some of the stars from the show and also contribute to a worthy cause, the Canadian Cancer Society. Let's take a look at some of the interviews I did with the stars of The Young and the Restless. This is a great day, as I was saying to Kate Linder a while ago, because the fans get to meet the favorite stars, but it's all going to a wonderful cause. How important are events like this to what you guys are trying to accomplish?
They're extremely important. I mean, not only is it the dollars that are raised through events like this that go to support people through programming and research that make a difference in lives saved and lives made better through a cancer journey, but it's also awareness, which is really important so that people understand the burden of cancer and the difference that they can make.
Talk about being on a #1 show as a young actress. That must be very intimidating.
Oh my God, yeah. When I got onto the show, that was so intimidating. Working with people like Melody and Eric.
Brain,
I mean,
yeah.
My first day on set was scary,
you
know, and going into that type of setting, but honestly, everyone's so welcoming, so that's not the scary part, but having so many people watch and being on a show that's #1 on daytime, that's what was so scary, and it still is scary.
I know we can't talk a lot about what's going on in the future because you guys are sworn to secrecy, but
we are.
Please tell me something good's going to happen for Mariah. She's fighting right now with Kevin. I want that to improve.
You know, I think Mariah's in a very transitional phase, so anything is possible. You know, her and Kevin could get together, or they could never speak to each other again, or, you know, somebody new could come into the canvas. Anything is possible, and that's kind of this beautiful limbo that the character's in right now. So it keeps viewers intrigued as to the next chapter.
I mean, Michael Lauren, okay? I know you can't give away a lot, but
well, you know, yes. I mean, but they every now and then they switch the character into what he does best, which is the law and all the challenges. I mean, it really is. That's one of the few things I share with Michael is that they give him such language. And they make him smart.
This real estate moment is brought to you by Dan Goluboff, Personal Real Estate Corporation.
Dan, for our first talk here with the real estate segment, I guess we should be talking about the 15% sales tax because there's a lot of stuff I'm hearing out there, some good, some bad, people saying the sky is falling, other people saying this needs to happen. Can you tell us exactly what's going on with this tax?
Yes, Jim, that is the real big topic these days, no question. So in the past year, we've seen dramatic price increases in the greater Vancouver area.
Right.
And there's a real, genuine concern that locals, people that work and live here, are not being able to afford the house that maybe they grew up in.
Or the condo.
Or the condo or the townhome.
Yeah.
So there was a genuine demand out there from locals, from the voters, for the government to step in and try to bring the real estate prices, the dramatic increases, try to slow them down.
Right.
Now that there is merit there. However, the way they introduced it, not making it retroactive and not respecting the people that have already written contracts, genuinely is a concern because it takes away the trust that our province and our country we're based on.
Right. And is there like a rippling effect with something like that? Does that scare parts of Asia and Australia and other places and people that might want to move here? Or buy here, I should say?
I think already you're seeing sales go down. It's too early for prices, but it's going to be interesting to see. But generally, our country is so popular because we respect the rule of law.
And what, if say I'm a person that wants to buy a condo or a townhouse or a home, should I be jumping in now with the slowness, or should I wait? What would you recommend?
It really goes back to your situation. So if you can afford it and you plan to be in this city and you know your timeline, 3 to 5 years, then yes, it can be a good time because only 3 months ago you were constantly competing with 3, 5, 7 other buyers.
Right.
This is an opportunity where right now there's less people out there.
Good point. Well, listen, always good talking with you about this. Next month you're going to talk about neighborhoods and what neighborhoods maybe to look at and when to get into neighborhoods that may be paying off for you a number of years from now.
Look forward to it.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
This real estate moment brought to you by Dan Goluboff, Personal Real Estate Corporation.
Well, we're back here at the Steel Toad Brewing Company, and now we're going to talk to what I think is one of Canada's premier actresses. She divides her time between American, Canadian movie productions shot south of the border and in Vancouver, but I love the fact that she also dedicates her time to Canadian movies, which is an important thing. A movie that will be is at VIFF this year, and that is The Unseen. Can you tell our viewers a bit about this story? It's really got me hooked. I can't wait to see it.
So The Unseen is kind of a modern retelling of the Invisible Man story, but with an emphasis on sort of rural Canada and grounded relationships. Like a man is literally disappearing, but also figuratively disappearing from his life and from his family, and how does he regain it? How does he regain those relationships?
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. She's grown up.
She's getting there, but she's still a kid.
Yeah, she was not happy to see me.
She doesn't really know you.
Well, I don't know if I have anything that she'd want.
You're her father.
Oh, like that's gonna get me very far.
Look for The Unseen this fall and early next year. From the Steel Toad Brewing Company, this is Our City Tonight. Well, we're back here at the Terminal City Club, wrapping up our first edition, TV edition that is, of Our City Tonight.
Well, you also can still find us at metrolivingzine.com online.
Do you need that www first? Or
No, I think we're, yeah.
Okay,
Your pager is going off.
My pager is going, wow, I'm going to go and watch my VCR after this. Anyway, from the Terminal City Club, I'm Jim Gordon.
And I'm Lita Leathens.
We'll see you next time on Our City Tonight.
I'm actress Camille Sullivan, and you're watching Your City Tonight, Our City Tonight.
You're watching that.
Sorry, Our City Tonight, right?
You're an actress. You've got one line.
That's what I always screw it up. Our City Tonight. Okay, sorry. It's a new thing. Okay, all right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, Krista Lee.
Thanks, Krista Lee.